guys, Jesse here with Mile High Freshwater. Today is Sunday and we're working on fish room. So what I've got today, I actually filled these with water and I've got all the drains done down here. Today I'm actually working on running the plumbing for the water distribution. So I'll give you a look at that, and then I might get to the air tubing today. I'm not quite sure because I have a lot to do with all this plumbing still. So let me give you a look at what we're doing. All right, so here's what I've got so far. This is my water distribution. So basically from the sink over there, the water is going to travel up and then across. I have a T. I took it out because I was about to glue it, but I have a T that comes across, and then there's a ball valve that runs both 55s. You can see I've got water in them, just kind of leak testing. And then from that T over there, I run all the way across the ceiling. I've got a ball valve for the 10s, so then I can run water to all these. Now the reason why I put PVC on the front instead of in the back is, one, I can't really reach in the back, and two, I want the water supply to come in the front of the tank, so the old water will travel out the tube in the back instead of the new water just going directly out the drain. So that was kind of my idea there. Yeah, I'm gonna have a few tubes running down there and whatnot, but I'm okay with that. I'm still running this one. I've got my heater and one pump going just to kind of test it out, and cheap heater works so far. So anyway, over here I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do for the ball valve for the 20s. I'm thinking I'm going to have to just go into this guy with my little water shutoffs and do those manually there, and then have a ball valve come down and ball valve for these 4 tanks, because I don't really have a way. If I put one here, it's going to shut off all the way over here, and then if I just want to change the water in the 10s, it's still going to run these 2 tanks. I was thinking I was going to put another run of PVC over here, but I'm not sure that's really going to work for me. So I think I'll just manually shut these 2 off when I need to. So anyway, I'm going to get to, I've got to put another T right here so I can run my pipe down and across for these 2. My pipe down and across for these 2, and yeah, just getting to work today. So I'm just gonna set up the time lapse and you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. So for right now I'm kind of paused because I'm waiting for this ball valve down here to dry. I can't let it sit vertical or else the glue will drip into the ball valve and then I'll never be able to get it open again. So, but anyway, let me give you a look at what everything I've gotten done so far. Alright, so what I've got done so far is I had these all glued already, and then I got a new T in right here for the 20s. So I'll stick a ball valve in right there. I think what I'll do is I'll come down, do a T across like I did over there, like that. This one has an upper tube. This one probably will not, because I won't be able to reach above the tank. So what I'll do for these water lines is just run them up and over into the tank, or on this side, there and there, and then I'll have a T here that comes across as well for the lower tanks. As far as the air goes, I think I'm going to run that PVC kind of back in the back and all the way around in the back there. I'm not going to have to do all these T's and stuff. I'm just going to run all the air line off of that one instead of running one for each tank. So anyway, we'll see when I get to that. So anyway, I got this guy glued and coming across. Then I have my 90, if you can see it right there. And then right there, it will come down to the back of these tanks. I have another ball valve here ready to go for that. And then I still have to glue that junction that comes across, glue that elbow, and then it comes all the way down to a hose connection. And I have a pressure regulator there. And you can see I don't have any filtration for chlorine. That's because I bought a bunch of Seachem Safe. So I think when I do water changes, I'll just dose every tank as I go, at least for now. At some point I may add some inline carbon filters, but we'll see. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get back to work on connecting this stuff, and yeah, we'll come back and talk about it. So I got all the water plumbing done, all the supply lines, and I actually did do a test run on the lower 55 gallon. As you can see right there, I've got a water line ran to it. So I'm just going to kind of show you how I supply all these tanks with water. So let me swap you around. Alright, so I ordered these pieces from Gemco, and basically you order a drill bit and then a tap, which makes the threads, and then yeah, you just basically screw these in here with a little bit of thread tape, and it makes a nice leak-proof connection right there. And then you just hook up the 1/4 inch water line or air line and go right down into the fish tank. So let me kind of show you how it's done. I don't know if I can focus on that. Yeah. So I just tap a hole in the PVC, and yeah, let me thread some of these in just so you can take a look. Alright, so right here I've got one of my holes. And I've got well, PVC glue all over my fingers, but so one side is barbed and then one side has threads on it. So let me just take this guy and put some thread tape. Just like so. Around it a few times just to make sure we get a good seal. So now you can see my threads are covered in tape, and then we just screw it right in there. Alright, so as you can see, threaded right into the pipe. So I've got quite a few left to do. So I've got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I got 13 left to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and just stick it on the time lapse, and then you can take a look at how this is done. So now you can see that I've got all of my water taps in. So now what I'm going to do is actually run all my airline for the water. I know that sounds funny, but that's the size of tubing you can use. So I've got a gigantic roll of silicone tubing, and I'm going to run every single one of these and then do a trial run. So hopefully that goes smoothly. So now what I'm going to do is a quick test run. So as you can see, I've got all my water lines on. Now I need to put suction cups on these so they don't go flying all over the place. But I will get some of those on order. So what I'm going to do, I've got my little station here. I'm going to get a smaller hose, so then I don't have to have this huge long hose in here. But so get this on here. I've got a pressure regulator, but I've got, eventually the pressure on the pipe builds up anyway, so that's why I've got these ball valves at each station. So I'm going to shut the 55s off because I know this one works just fine. And I'm going to turn on the cold. Hopefully I don't get any blowouts. It worked before, so it doesn't look like I have any water anywhere. I do hear something over here. Sounds like that's the dishwasher from upstairs. Okay, so no leaks on any of my joints. I do think I have every single one of these valves shut off, or at least close to it. So you can see the little arrow there. So if I went like this, it would turn them on. I'm going to leave this one off because there's already water in here. And go ahead and let a little water into this junction. Sounds like it's going. So I'm going to turn got water there. Some air bubbles. There we go. Now I have this turned down. If I turn it all the way up, it's just going to fly all over the place. So I'm just going to turn that down a little bit. Turn them on one by one. Alright, so I got this valve that wasn't working. I got it working now. As you can see, I actually threw some thread tape covering the hole so it wasn't passing any water. But one thing I did find out too is when I shut the system off, the higher tanks will siphon down to the lower tanks. So I'm just going to have to mitigate that by shutting off all of these valves when I'm done. Not too big of a deal. I mean, they're all easily accessible. That's why I put them on the front. So otherwise, I have these two going. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna need some suction cups to kind of tidy up these water lines, but everything is up and running and filling. So far, I have not witnessed any leaks. I turned this ball valve on too much and one of these blew out of the tank. So that's why there's a little bit of water here. But other than that, I think I had a success here today. So tanks are filling up, and I think I've got a buddy that's coming to stay with us this weekend, so I've got to go clean up a couple things in the house. But other than that, I think after I do that, I'm going to start getting my air ran so I can get these things aerated. And yeah, so that is it for right now. So you can see, started filling up all the tanks. I think I want to get the water in before, or the air, before I fill them up all the way, because I don't want all this stagnant water just sitting around in here. But it seems like everything's pretty good. These little valves tend to leak. They say they're watertight, but it seems like they tend to leak right where they basically the ball is. So when you turn it, they're leaking right from there. So anyway, what I'm going to work on right now is getting the air pump set up. So I have it laying there, but I'm going to get a little shelf going up here so I can plug it in there, and then all my air line can go all around the room. So I'm going to go ahead and get that going. Chop this off and then chop this extra shelf off here that I have. And then, yeah, got my pipe here, which can run to my PVC, just like so. And then I will move that back a little bit. And then I can run all my 3/4 inch. This stuff I probably will just, I don't know, I think I'll just glue the joints, but I mean, it's not super necessary for air, but just to reduce all the air leakage out of this thing. So, but I'm going to go ahead and start running all the PVC across. So I'm going to run it behind here and kind of in the back of all the fish tanks, because all the sponge filters are going to end up sitting in the back. So I'm going to go ahead and get that going, and yeah, pretty excited. Alright, so I've got all my PVC pipe ran. This stuff, I mean, it just needs to be airtight, not really watertight. So right now I'm not going to do it, but take a look. I don't think you can really see it, but here is my tube from pump right back here, couples in right here, and then my air line comes in right here. I've got a couple barbs here, and then a couple barbs here, 2 for the top tank, 2 for the bottom, and then the rest of them will all just get 1. So I'm going to go ahead and get to work on that. Alright guys, so you can see I got my air going. Most of the tanks have water. These ones, the 20s, I don't have the air going tomorrow. But I got the 55s going. So yeah, made a lot of progress today. You see there the air barbs. These ones up here. So yeah, made a lot of progress today. Pretty excited. If you guys have any questions for me, just let me know down in the comments. But other than that, that's it for today. If you could, just if you haven't yet, just hit the subscribe button down at the bottom and make sure you hit the little bell, notification bell, so you know about the next episode. Otherwise, thanks for checking it out today.